Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another segment of Talk Topic City. And just in case you guys don't know or unfamiliar with who I am, it's yours truly, Eric. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in. In today's segment, we're going to be talking about lack of genuine connection and today's generation in the modern era. And before we start, just in case you guys don't know, I have a different setup here. I hope it's to your guys' liking. I think it's really cool, and I thought, hey, you know what? Let's try a different setup for today. So here you guys go. So let's get started with today's segment. So the first point of emphasis I like to point out in what happened to today's genuine connection is I have some personal experiences that I like to share with you all. So, like many of you, we're all about looking to meet someone who's awesome and special. As you guys know, if you've seen my previous videos in the past, I've been trying to put myself out there a little bit more to connect with the right person. Unfortunately, it has not worked out in my favor. I've been targeted for scams, and half of the time, people on these dating apps are not who they appear to be. And it's just really unfortunate. I've had experiences where I match with people and, they would message back and forth, and I'm like, cool, someone's taking an interest. But then, their true intentions comes to light. They start to like come up with stories to butter up your heart to make you feel, bad. And then they start asking like for help, for money, and or they may be situations where you're looking for something completely different than they are, and it's just not what you expected or not what you hope. And of course, I was disappointed with these experiences, but at the same time, I knew in the back of my mind, well, this is a possibility. So the key to my story here is like, don't set yourself up too high or not too low. Just put yourself in the middle and just expect, you know, things like that can happen. And I think that's the best way you can go about these things, is not set yourself up for failure or disappointment. So, what does genuine connection mean to me as a person? And I think that's something that we all have, our different versions of genuine connection. As for myself, I'm just looking for someone who, I can share common things with, someone that we share interest, we share like topics that we both enjoy. For example, I love cosplay. I think it's really cool to cosplay, to dress up. Me in particular, I love to cosplay as Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and maybe having someone dress up as Spider-Gwen. But the point in this is that they don't have to dress up as a certain character for me. The point is that we're actually doing it together. And I think that's something that'd be really cool. Someone who enjoys the simple things, such as, getting a cup of coffee, a walk in the park, having a conversation while we're walking, or we can sit on the bench and have a conversation. Someone who I can build with, someone I can have support, and I would support them, vice versa. I think that's something that is the most important thing, is having each other's back and having the support of one another, building a foundation, and just down to earth and just enjoying the simple things, Netflix and chill, as you guys would say, and just someone that you can just easily spend time with, and you guys are on the same page, and with that we make a great team. So that is something that I feel would be a genuine connection. The next point is unrealistic expectations. I'm sure many of you have seen the demands on what's expected. There's a lot of pressure to impress, to create attraction, and to provide what we've really lost our way, I feel, in what matters the most. It's about connecting with people. It's not about what you have. It's not about the numbers you have in your bank account. I feel it's important to like connect with people in a more personal, deeper level. Get to know a person, spend time with them, go out for, a cup of coffee. And that's my next point, is that simple gestures is not appreciated, or is not as valued as it used to be in the past. Such as I said, going out for a walk, going out for a cup of coffee on the first date, a picnic. I think we're just so focused on the glitz and the glamour and like the bag, which is, money. The bag, we ignore the experience of just getting to know a person, connecting with them, learning all about them. And that's what's most important. And then my next point in emphasis here is social media. As I mentioned earlier, I've been trying to put myself out there, and I've tried a couple of dating sites myself, and I've had matches, as I said before, and it was really awesome to have someone who took an interest. And I've exchanged messages back and forth, as I said before, but there was scams involved, asking for money, telling me sob stories about medical bills and things like that. And it's just like, come on, like, we're trying to like meet people, we're trying to get to know them, but they have a plan that it is a devious plan that's involved. And sometimes, once they get what they want out of you, you'll never hear or see them again. And that's really unfortunate, especially in these days and times. There are good people out there. It's just so much scams that's going around in all levels that we have to like we have to keep our guard up, which is, the sad thing. Is because we shouldn't have to do that when we're trying to meet people, but that's the reality that we're living in right now. Um, I've taken initiative when I had matched up with someone to, hey, you know what? Let's go out for a cup of coffee. And that's what I did. And I even said, hey, let's have a video chat. But then, I have not seen or heard from them ever since I offered those suggestions. And as you guys know, the term ghosting, I was ghosted as well. So that's just an unfortunate circumstance and situation and experience that I've had. Um, and I think one of the most important, perhaps the most underrated thing that's missing in today's time is introduction. I think that's the biggest thing that's missing, an introduction, having a wingman, a wingwoman, finding your ideal partner in a person by a friend or a family member. For someone, as myself, I struggle with, confidence in trying to like go out and like talk to people and things like that. So I think having like someone who can put in a good word for you, like, hey, I know this person, they're really nice, they're really cool, and I think you guys are going to hit it off. I think you guys are going to have, great chemistry. I want you guys to meet for like a cup of coffee, or let's meet at the park. I'll set everything up, and you guys can meet and see what happens. Just see how it goes. And I think there's so much people that can benefit from that. It's just to have someone who can, I guess you can say, set you up or putting a good word for you, finding the right partner for you. Everything that you would want. Mentally, physically, personality wise, because they ask you those questions, and then they put in a good word for you, word travels, and they find someone, and there you go. You may have a chance to like get to know someone and connect with people. And I think that's just one of the most underrated things that's missing is introductions. We don't really see that a lot anymore. And then the next thing is materialistic items matters too much in today's time. Unfortunately, in this day and time, money talks, money attracts a crowd, a person that you would desire mentally and physically, right? Everything that you would want. But you have to be careful because when you have money, they don't have the right intentions involved. You tend to like know what they're after, and I think we have to really like be careful, especially if we were to have a lot of money, right? We have to be careful who we involve in our life. I can look presentable, I can be clean, I can smell good and look nice. My hair is my hair looks good. I have my beard done. It wouldn't matter, nor will it work. Like suppose I'm driving a Kia Soul, a 2011 or 2012 Kia Soul, right? I probably wouldn't get as much attention. But if I were to pull up in a Bentley, a Lamborghini, or a Mercedes, you get the picture. I become more attractive. And that's really unfortunate. It's just the way how things, we've seen. We're visual people, and when we see things that's like full of glitz and full of glamour, it's natural that people would look, right? And it's natural that people would become more attracted to you because they see the success. And I think anyone can be successful. It doesn't matter like what you have, as long as you have that drive, you have the determination, and you're working hard. It shouldn't matter the type of car you drive, the type of clothes you have, or how you present it. If you're working hard and you're presentable, then we have to stay away from those people who will just look at what you have and instead of like what you are as a person, what you're all about. And in closing, There are people out there who want true connection. I think it's just important just to be aware of the scams and to stay away from people who don't love or appreciate you for you and not for the numbers in the bank accounts, along with the amount of tough expectations. We just need to just be appreciative, cherish what we have, and just go from there. So, yeah, that will be the end of this segment. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know the experiences that you guys have had. What do you think? Is there really true, genuine connections out there? Does that still exist? I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this. Um, Feel free to leave a comment. I'm Eric from Talk Topic City. Thank you so much for listening. You guys have a blessed day and stay safe. Thank you.